Well, good morning. I got you on my table this morning. I better do my blood sugar, or he's already been pestering me this morning. Ain't no telling what it is. It rained last night, and it stormed, and it hailed. I thought it was springtime. We had tornadic winds. Didn't have no tornado, just wind. Wind and more wind. It ain't unusual us to have 100-mile-an-hour wind. I don't know how strong it got up to, probably 45, 50 mile an hour. Strong enough. Well, good Lord, what the heck is wrong? I don't know. Turn it all the way up. How, man? I got it that time. Well, he's off this morning. It's only 1:37, dog. He's mad this morning. He's just staring at me. I've got a trash can that I moved between the couch and the arm of the van, and he can't jump over it. He's afraid he'd fall in it, so he's mad at me this morning. I have to move the trash can so he can go and jump over there. Crazy dog. I'm telling you, I'm getting a cat to pick you up. I don't know why he's so scared to death of a cat. My daughter came and stayed with us at one time, and she had a cat, an old female cat, and it scratched him. These young men. And he didn't like her. Every time he sees a cat, the other dogs will run and chase it. He won't. He'll run the other way. He knows they got claws and teeth. And that's the truth. Got me some B12. I gotta go to town today. Get the rest of my meds. I want to thank this person for their gift, but I want them to send me their address, and then if they don't mind me showing their gift, I will show it on YouTube. But I want to send them a gift. But I need their address. You can find my email address on my About page. Medicine box full. I can't put that in there. Yeah, I want to send them something, but the address on the package, I'm afraid that might not be their address, since it came directly from Amazon. And I really appreciated it, and I really needed it. Well, I didn't need anything, but I really appreciate it. But I do need it if I'm going to do what I'm going to do with it. That's for sure. Cholesterol pills. Heart pills. I've turned into a pill one of these days, taking all this. Oh, did I drop anything? No, I didn't drop anything. These damn Eliquis pills. Hell, in my arm and a leg. I'd be glad they lowered the medicine cost. That's for damn sure. I go pay $50 for the ones I got to pick up today. The drug manufacturer, and in Walmart, they'll just send you the bottle it came in. They ain't ashamed. They do have their own bottles, though. I got plenty of pills, I'll tell you. In case the world shuts down, I can make it a day or two, I'll tell you. Oh, everybody that's using them masks and stuff is great, but one thing I found out, they're using towelettes or handy wipes or whatever, and they're like a sterilized alcohol cloth, and they're wiping their face and everything, which is fine, but they're wiping their eyes across their eyes. Well, your eyes has got eye mites in it, parasite. Little bitty mites that work 24/7 to clean out the sand and salt and crap out of your eyeballs, and if you kill them, you're going to get eye infection. So be careful about what you wipe across your eyeballs, because them little mites have to live. Yeah, we got parasites that live in our belly, live in our eyes, live all over our bodies. And we got to keep the little suckers alive. Ooh, what's this? That's chewed. Extra vitamin C, I don't need it. I'll take them out, put B12s in. I did take a bath about it. Guess I'm done. Yeah. It could be too sterile. Sometimes it's better to take that little kid and sit him in the middle of a dirt pile, fresh plowed field, and let him eat dirt. He needs the minerals. That's what the old well water had, a lot of minerals in it. Now they have bottled water, which ain't got shit in it. You die of thirst drinking distilled water, do you know that? Die of thirst drinking distilled water. That's all you used was distilled water. That's like washing your hair with rainwater. That's like washing your hair with distilled water. Makes your hair real good and soft, but don't do good for the inside. Old cisterns. We used to have a cistern. We'd catch the water didn't have an R in it. If it had an R in the month, we didn't catch the water. Don't ask me why. That's just no tell. They said you get wigglers in it, wiggly worms in it, if you catch it with an R in it. So don't ask me. That's what Granny used to say. A lot of places back in my day had cisterns because they didn't have no well, or the water wasn't no good. It was alkaline or something like that, gypsum water. So they put in a cistern. They called it rainwater. Of course, they had enough dirt out on the plains that they had enough minerals in their body as it was. Around cattle and stuff. That's why people had cataracts in their eyes. The sand and stuff that blows. If you live in a state where the sand will blow and the dirt will blow, you'll end up with cataracts. Because that grit cut across that eye. Hell, that's enough science shit this morning. I gotta go to town. I went to town yesterday. And went to the post office. Got my present. And I really thank that person very, very much. And they tell me it's okay, I'm going to show it. And let's see, whatever. I went and had to get windshield wipers from my ambulance. The old boy put them on, but he knocked off the windshield washer deal. I got to clip it back up there, which ain't nothing. And he checked the fuses because I thought the fuse in the radio was out, and I can't see that good to see if it's burned out or not. He said they were all fine. Come to find out, I guess I shook a wire in the speaker. The radio comes on, but the speaker ain't contacted. So I took it all out. I didn't find the short. to the speaker, and I put it back in and it works. Well, that's me. One of them flukes, I guess. Put this up now. I don't have to have it on my lap. I got it. It stays right there. Oh, good Lord. Get comfortable, lucky. It's early this morning. It's only 7. I don't get around till the drugstore opens about 9, 10 o'clock. I went to a thrift store yesterday, and I had a little video, but I didn't put it up. I bought some little boxes, containers, plastic containers. I can get them for 50 cents. I got 4 of them in one for $2, I think it was. I like them. They got the 4-way clip sides. I don't put food in them. I just put other things in them. I found a bag of change in the back when I was straightening it up. Like, every time I see a pile of change, I've got it stuck around this house everywhere. I think of what my granddaughter said. Well, Paul, you need to give that money back to the government. They need change. I told them to get their own change. They ain't going to have none of mine. She said, when you die, I'm going to go cash it all in. And I thought, well, that's good. That'll be your hobby. You can go cash all that shit in. But I'll keep it in case metal's worth something. They don't even make pennies no more, I don't think. I said, everybody needs a hobby, is what I told her. I said, I don't want you pouring it in the change feeder at Walmart. I told her, I said, I want you to get them paper rolls and roll every bit of them. That'll keep her till the day she dies. Paul, you need to give that change back to the government. And she's a 30-year-old woman. Like, hell, it's my money. I ain't giving it away. I ain't gonna give it to the government. She felt sorry for him, I guess. I thought to myself, well, they can make some new. They got plenty of metal. They can make some more money. Give people a job. Oh, they ain't no telling what the lies. Like I was telling the other day, get out and do something. That's what a lie's about. Hell, I didn't need to go over there, and I made sure the ambulance was full. But I didn't need windshield wipers right away. But I thought, when I found out one was tore, I don't need to scratch my windshield either. So I thought, well, I'll just run over and grab them real quick. That's $40, $20 a piece. And it's easy to put on and take off. I watched him this time. I got a trick to it. You push this little thing down and then clip it right back on. Always learning something. Well, I can't wait to get out on the road. Go camping. Oh, I found a person contacted me, got a house for sale right up there in the same area I bought my land. And I'm thinking, well, what the hell do I need more land up there for? But it was cheap. It was already built. I thought, I don't need it. I didn't buy it. I didn't think. Told him, no, thank you. But thank you for letting me know. I said, I wish it was somewhere in the desert where it stays 70 degrees, because I need a place that ain't minus 25. I should have went to the land this winter, because it didn't get down but about, I don't know, one day of 12 degrees. The rest of it was 34, 32. It was around freezing. Hell, here it's minus 25. And I thought, this is my general. I'm glad it was here, though, because these pipes would have froze and busted. Boy, I ain't lying. I kept the water just a pouring. Running water don't freeze, and I just opened up the pipes and let her go. And they still had problems in the cold water area in the sink in the front bathroom. But when it thawed, I cracked her open. It's one of them valves you turn halfway or one way or the other. I don't like them. I like the faucet's got the 2 handles that way. You know how much is going out of each one. And if you worry about your hot water tank, because you're running so much water at it and it's running continuous, turn the breaker off of it. That's what I did. Hell, I'm running water through it so fast it wasn't going to freeze. And my house was warm, so I just turned the breaker off. I didn't need hot water anyway. So I just turned the breaker off so it wouldn't run 24/7. And that's what you do. Learn to manage. And I run out there and got all the propane tanks out of the ambulance and the bus, and the buddy heaters and the catalytic heaters, and in case my rolling electric went out. It did for a little while, but it flickered and came right back on, thank God. I think that's what saved me. But I survived another winter. That's something. I'm bloated this morning, I'm telling you. I'm trying to look around and see what I got to do today. I washed all them dog blankets. I got stacks of them. I got to put some of them back in the ambulance. I washed 8 of them out of there, 8 or 9 out there, and then 8 or 9 in here. They got more blankets than Carter's got little liver pills. I got thrown down to 3 new ones. I wash all their blankets that they use once a week. I don't like them to smell of dog. Crazy little dogs anyway. The 3 of them's been out this morning, playing in the mud puddles. I put a towel down before they run back in the carpet. And Oriole stopped and let you wipe his feet. Boy, the pups won't, they just gone. So I let them run across the towel, big old spongy towel, and then I put another towel before they get to the carpets. And they run across it, and their feet are pretty well dry by the time they get there. Then I can pick up the towels and wash them without having to shampoo carpet. The old bedroom, one bedroom's got carpet in it, the rest of them don't. It's all hardwood floors. I wish I'd done that one, but it was Mom's bedroom, and I didn't want to mess with that room. I had hardwood floors put in the rest of them after she was gone. She was a carpet person. I got throw rugs. That's what I'm telling you. I don't like them running across some throw rugs. You know what the word throw rug means? If it gets dirty, throw it away. That's what I do. I got a deal where you can Stanley Steamer will roll up your carpet and throw rugs. I got some 10 by 12. You can roll them up and have them sent in and have them cleaned. Hell, I just throw the damn things away and go buy another. That's what I do. I'll give you something to do. I'm having a weird, strange night. Something else. The thunder, boy, it was thundering. I thought it was thundering again, but no. It was thundering and lightning, wind blowing. Remind me of that movie. There's no place like home. Poor Dorothy was going to get blown away, is what I thought. Go to the Wizard of Oz, Wicked Witch of the North. I like Glinda, the Good Witch of the South, I think it was she was. Yeah, she had the sparkly wedding gown on. And my kids just play with these when they come out. If the COVID ever goes away. I sent a bunch of them home. I mean, a bunch. Big old freezer bag, 2 bags of them. One for the boys and one for the girls. And I gave them boys some bling and the girls some jewelry. Gave everybody jewelry. Keep busy is what my motto is. Plenty of rest in the grave is what the Bible says. There's no work in the grave. And the dead know nothing. So I guess it's pretty damn simple. Lose all your knowledge, you go to the grave, I guess. Yeah. God said, I'll shake the ground. I'll get their attention. I'll throw rocks at them. That's what I worry about the worst. The rocks at you. When they throw hail, that's a rock. Tells it to, I'll turn water into stone. The only way you're going to turn water into stone is hailstones. People don't read the Bible right. So I'll turn the water into stones. Well, it turned it into hail. Frozen. That's a stone. Read the book of, what was it? Oh, heck. Job. Yeah. A lot of mysteries in the book of Job. I studied all kinds of religions. I still decided I'd stay faithful to Jesus Christ. The rest of them sort of based on it anyway. I didn't think too much of reincarnation. I figured, well, what the hell? Would you want to come back as a cockroach? No, thank you. Or you get to ascend if you're really good, but if you don't, you get to come back as a prairie dog or something else. No, no thank you. Of course, that's better than going to hell. They don't have no hell on earth. You either get to come back as a lesser being or get to ascend. I've been watching sci-fi. I like it. I found this show to watch. I don't know how old it is. It's called Stargate or something. Something like that. Yeah, I've been watching it. Yeah, the ancient aliens. Yeah, couldn't think of it. We were created by an alien. I think, of course, God was a creator. It says in the Bible, he looked around and there was none as great as he was. And that's what he tells you about himself. So there was others. God's many, it's like it says in the Bible. Some of these Christians, they pick out the verses that they like, but they don't like some of the verses. I like them all. That's my motto, I like them all. Yeah. There's two trees in the garden. The book of the knowledge of good and evil, that's the Old Testament. And the tree of life, which is the New Testament. That's the two books in the Bible, the two trees. The book's made out of a tree, if you don't know it. Made out of pulp of a out of trees, or some kind of wreath or something. The only tablets, stone tablets I know was the ones Moses broke coming down the mountain. He threw it at him. Didn't you ever watch what was the name of that Charlton Heston movie? About 10% right, the rest of it ain't. Yeah. Well, I'm going to let you go. I started talking about the Bible. Time to get. I never will figure out this damn big flat screen TV. My granddaughter said when she's safe to come and see me and spend some time with me, she'll get it online. I said, okay, I don't care about TV anyway. I don't know what possessed me to buy it. It's got a one eyeball on the bottom of it. The light's on it. That's all I know when I plug it in. It's probably got a switch on it. You have to turn it or something. Maybe the damn remote ain't got no damn batteries in it. Hell, I don't really care. I'm more concerned about going camping, getting everything ready for it. That's my main deal. get out and get away. I need to thin down my clothes so I can take my jewelry making stuff, so I can sit on the banks of the river with my fishing pole in and making jewelry. Don't care if the fish don't bite either. Just gives me something to do. I always take my easel and a couple of canvases in case I want to paint. I quit showing you guys my art. I guess I can start showing that again. I get too many trolls when I do that. It's wonder I don't get people trolls because of the jewelry. Oh well. I think I get him something to do. Pester an old man. Which they don't pester me because I don't really care. Like I told YouTube, if you want this damn channel, take it. I don't care. I go to Facebook. I go to Underground. I don't care. Because if you let people bother you like 24/7, you know, that way you're under their control. I ain't under nobody's control. Yeah, I gave up being under somebody's control the day my wife passed away. You know, when you're married, you got to listen to whoever you're married to. At least take their advice under consideration. After about 75 years of that, I decided I don't have to listen to nobody no more. Like the last time I renewed my driving license, the old boy said, well, you're going to have to take eye test because you're old. I said, okay, no problem. But I mean, I'm not going to, you know, if you want to keep them, it still ain't going to stop me from driving. Who gives a shit? That's up to you. That's what I told him. I said, if I pass, if I don't, I'm still going to drive. How the hell am I going to get home? I said, I don't call Hoover. Hell, I got a perfectly good car I paid for. They started the driving license in, I think it was in 34, 32, somewhere in that area, right after I was born. And it don't cost a quarter. 25 cents is what the driving license. And you didn't have to take no test, no nothing, blah, blah, blah. You just went down and paid your 25 cents. They give you a certificate to drive, a little piece of paper. And I think that was government control. That's all the hell it was. I'm going to get probably clumped for this one. But that's all it is. A lot of this stuff is like a fee. You have to have a planning commission to come build a house. Well, can't you build a damn house? I can see waiting for a planning commission when you had to crossing the plains and building your houses out of mud huts and straw brick and dirt and wood and timbers and everything else. They didn't wait for a planning commission. They had to build them a damn shelter to get in and out of the weather. Now the society moved up. The government has to have their money. They got to be financed. You know. So the best way to finance you is put a fee on something, put a tax, a tariff. How the ancient the Egyptians call it a tariff or whatever the hell. Anyway, the Mesopotamians or wherever, Babylon, they had to put a tariff on the Jews. Yeah, they taxed them for being a Jew. Yep. And the first person that Joseph invented the taxes for, and they're still in use to this day in Egypt, is 1 of 5. Yeah. 1/5 of your income in Egypt goes to the government. Not 1/10 or anything else, 1/5. I think it was. And that system is still used to this day in Egypt. Boy, he was the lasting person. Yep, he started the taxes. And then the Jews left and left them with the taxes. Oh, Lord. You find out a lot in that book. You don't even have to worry about religion in that book. It just tells you a lot about a bunch of knowledge. The book of good and evil is the Old Testament. The knowledge of good and evil, excuse me. Like a tree of the knowledge of good and evil. That's what it is. There was 2 books. He only forbids you to reading the one. You could take as much of the tree of life as you wanted, but you couldn't take. Of course, after you ate from the tree of knowledge, in other words, read the book, that's eating it, consuming it, you couldn't go to the tree of life. This angel with the sword kept you from going there. Told you to get out. Leave the garden. You've been corrupted. That's what we've been. We've been corrupted. Yep. They ain't no telling what that was. It damn sure wasn't no apple, I'll tell you that. If it was some kind of fruit, it would have been a fig tree that covered herself with fig leaves, didn't it? Of course, they became flesh. It wasn't even flesh before they eat from the tree. They read the book. They was a spirit. It's like God. There was already gods. God's a spirit. That's pulling some tricks out of the hat. I like reading. Like turning them pages and earmarking them pages and everything else. I don't like reading on the lines. It's something about holding a book in your hands. Something about it. I got a tablet right over there. I got a charger, come think of it. That's all I remember is just charge it. I got another computer, laptop over there I got to charge too. Hell, it's gonna work. Gonna let you go. Talk to you guys later. Have that great day and think of one another and their ideals and their way of life. Everything ain't wrong just because it's their opinion. Some of them opinions are pretty good. That's how you broaden your mind. If you just think only your opinion counts, well, hell, you're just a shallow person. You have no way of going and no way of recovering. You're just in a world of your own. Well, a world of your own makes you an awful lonely person. You can learn from others without being corrupted by them. Every culture has their own beliefs, they have their own system, they have their own way of life. Hell, that's how we became different cultures. Hell, we would have never had spaghetti.